Hey there, fashion friends. Welcome to today's episode. I am happy that you are here with me today. So, on today's episode, we are talking about quick tricks to style like a stylist. Just to have some, little tricks in your pocket, little sneaky tricks to,
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like. Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
So very early on in my career when I was, what you would call an amateur stylist, and I was being trained, I was taught to never let an outfit lie, to never just let an outfit sit and not add any bit of as I like to call it, a zhuzh, a little bit of interest. And then as my career progressed, by the time I became a visual manager, I had taken in quite a few little things that I had in my little tool bag, my little figurative tool bag of tricks, of styling tricks. They were always there to sort of add that effortless bit of style to make an outfit go from basic to chic within seconds. So it's a big deal. Yeah, I'm sharing my secrets. I'm sharing my figurative tools, my figurative tool bag with you today. I'm not sure if that's the best analogy for what we're talking about here today, but it's what came to mind first, so we're just gonna stick with it. So there we go. So before we get started today, since it is still dry January and it is Thirsty Thursday, I'm going to share one of my favorite non-alcoholic beverages that I've been drinking this month. So I was lucky enough to have a brand called SUNWINK send me a 12-pack of their assorted flavors. This is a sparkling herbal tonic. The flavor that I'm trying here today is Lemon Rose Uplift. And what I like about SUNWINK is that I am not a fan of really sugary or natural flavors or highly processed drinks. So what really pulled me in is that the drinks are actually made out of 3 go-to ingredients, which is whole herbs, fresh lemon, and maple syrup. So the ingredients list for this drink today is actually sparkling filtered water, maple syrup, lemon juice, hibiscus extract, lemon balm extract, rose extract, pink salt, organic. Fan-frickin-fabulous. All right, cheers. Girl, that is like a dream in a glass. Wow. Perfectly balance each other out, and it's just super delicate and lovely and So if you are interested to try this out, I am going to link it down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you make a purchase through there, it does help a girl out, as well as that I will include a 10% off discount code. So make sure to check that out. Okay, so with that, let's get started. Let's dig into the tool bag. Okay, number 1 is the Effortless Tuck. So this is one that I use quite a lot. The Effortless Tuck is basically just where you're going to take a t-shirt or top or whatever it may be and just do an effortless kind of one tuck into the front or the side of the waistband of your pant. Why I love this is you're not letting the shirt just lie, just flop and have no real shape to it. As well as that, it's going to show off your waistline. But on top of that, it's just like a little bit of a detail. It's a little bit of like an effortless interest. So it just pulls people's eye to that little bit of deep detail, and it just elevates that basic look. So if you have a pair of jeans with a basic sort of oversized t-shirt and you just do that effortless little tuck, it just adds enough to make that look go from basic to chic. But that's not to say I don't love like the full-on tuck of the shirt in as well. I think that's always going to be a classic, a very timeless, very chic silhouette. Another kind of way I like to do the effortless tuck is sometimes I do the twist and tuck. So just do one quick little twist and then tuck it in, and it just adds a little bit of texture. So there we go. Effortless tuck. Number 2 is the collar flip. This is one that I have been becoming obsessed with lately. So whatever it is. If it's a sweater, if it's got a collar, flipping it up, doing a little collar pop. Especially I've been doing this a lot. You guys have maybe seen it. I do this a lot with my button up. So I button it all the way up and then flip the collar up. And that's for a style purpose as well as a sort of practical purpose. So I think it just adds a little bit of edge and a little bit of interest to a classic top. But as well as that, in the wintertime, I am always cold because I have no hair, and so I'm always a little bit drafty on the neck, so I like to have the collar flip to keep myself nice and warm. Yeah, that's the collar flip. Okay, number 3 is the Effortless Roll. Oh yes, so this was one of the first things that I learned as a stylist, was how to roll a sleeve. Up until that point, I had thought, yeah, you roll a sleeve, normal, but oh my goodness, girl. So one of my favorite ways is just to unbutton and then just do a really quick effortless double roll. One of my favorite go-tos during the summertime, if I want the sleeve to be a bit shorter, is to unbutton the cuff and then roll it almost all the way up to the elbow with just one kind of really long roll, and then take that and just fold into that long fold to kind of cut it in half. And then the cuff kind of pokes out in all these little places, and it just looks super effortless and casual and cool. It's kind of like the Miami Vice roll, sort of. Why I love this little detail is that a button-up shirt is a classic shirt, and it's associated with a lot of different things, mainly a very sophisticated sort of style aesthetic. And so what I love about adding that little effortless roll is it adds a little bit of contrast in the sense of having that sophistication of the silhouette of the shirt with the casualness or the youthfulness of the effortless roll. So that's the effortless roll. Number 4 is the sock pop. I think in high school, I started to only want to wear socks that have cool prints. I think my cousin was doing it, so I wanted to do it too. Back then it wasn't necessarily for a styling purpose, but as time went on and I sort of established my own sort of personal style and that confidence in the personal style, I started to really embrace this as a styling tool. So why I love this is it adds not only a bit of playfulness, but also just a little bit of edge and a little bit of contrast. Because a lot of my looks end up being, you know, black, white, and gray, with jeans, yeah, my outfits can come across a little bit flat sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So when that happens, if I have the right type of pants on or right type of jeans on, I love to add that sock pop because it's a very understated bit of pop, understated pop of print and understated pop of color. Because one of my issues with too much print or too much color is that your eye never knows where to land. So when you just have that little sneaky pop of print or color, to me it just adds a little, it adds to the effortlessness. So that's sock pop. Okay, number 5 is effortless cuffs. So I'm not sure if you caught my episode on how to change your look by cuffing your jeans or by cuffing your pants. But if you haven't, definitely check it out because it goes through all the different types of cuffs that I use when cuffing my jeans or my pants. Why I love to cuff is because, again, I am a rectangular shape and I love to add that tapering effect to my bottoms. But as well as that, again, it adds a little bit of interest and it adds a little bit of texture, and you're able to sort of customize it to exactly how you want it. So this is something that I think is such a great tool for people that are petite, because I know that they have a lot of issues with inseams, and I think that this is a great way to be able to obviously alter that inseam without having to get it tailored. But also it adds the tapering effect, which is elongating to the legs and the body. So it's a great tool if you are somebody that's petite. But as well as that, it's a great tool for anybody because it's just always gonna work for whatever body type you have. So that's effortless cuffs. Number 6 is pop of layers. So again, I'm not sure if you caught my video on how to layer and still look chic. But if you haven't, definitely check that out. And basically I just go through all the different ways that I like to layer. And my absolute favorite is like the pop of layer. So a pop of layer to me is something that kind of pops out of the sleeve. I know this goes against some rules. Some people hate this, but I love it. I love when the under sleeve just has a little bit of a pop underneath the layer, especially if it's something like a stripe or some other print. I love that little pop out. Or maybe it's, you know, a turtleneck underneath a crew neck sweater, but just having that little pop of layer, just again, it adds dimension to a look and makes the look go from 1-dimensional to 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional to 4-dimensional, whatever it is, however many layers you want to go with. And again, by adding dimension to a look, it elevates something and it makes it go from basic to chic. All right, that's pop of layers. Okay, number 7 is jewelry replaces layer. Another little styling trick that I've learned is that it's kind of one that you would use more in like the spring or the summer when you don't have as many layers. Now, what I love about layers is I think that they're so much fun because they add interest, they add layer and texture and yumminess. So when it comes to spring or summer and you have a look that just seems to be falling flat, add a jewelry piece as a sort of layer, as that bit of interest, as that bit of added texture to a look. So that's jewelry replaces layer. All right, so there we have it. Those are the 7 quick tricks to style like a stylist. So hopefully you can add these to your styling tool bag as well. And some of these you maybe already knew, maybe not. Next time you're feeling like you want to spice up a look, that a look may need a little bit more, you can definitely refer back to these 7 quick little tricks. This is definitely in reference to a lot of my style aesthetic, but I feel like you can easily translate this into anybody's style, into anybody's sort of theme. But my biggest thing that I would say, if all else fails, if you can't remember the other 7, what to always just remember is to add an unexpected detail. Just something that's a little bit of a little tweak to the look, that you don't just let a look sort of lie flat. That's today's episode, folks. I hope that it was helpful. Please comment below and let me know what you thought. And yeah, it's 2021, you guys, and I am just amped to be here and to be making more episodes for you guys. So I would love to hear from you guys. Please comment below and let me know if there are any sort of topics on style or fashion that you would really like me to touch on in some upcoming videos. All right, there we go. If you did like today's episode, if you enjoyed yourself, give me that thumbs up, comment below, share with your friends, and subscribe for future weekly episodes. You guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay healthy, stay safe, love, and support each other. We will definitely be chatting soon. Cheers.